Have you ever met someone who changed your life without even knowing it? I was 22, broke, and living in a tiny apartment that smelled like damp carpet and expired noodles. My dad had just passed away, and my younger sister was struggling to pay for college. I was working 2 jobs, one at a coffee shop during the day and one cleaning offices at night. I didn't have time to grieve, let alone breathe. I remember one morning I overslept after pulling an all-nighter and showed up late to my barista shift. My manager was furious and told me it was my last warning. That morning, a man walked in wearing a beanie and old hoodie, looking completely drained. He ordered a black coffee and sat in the corner with a notebook. I didn't recognize him right away. He looked like any tired guy escaping the city for a moment. But when he came up for a refill and spoke, I realized who it was. It was Keanu Reeves. I froze for a second, but he smiled politely and said, "You look like you need this coffee more than I do." I laughed awkwardly and said I was fine, though my hands were shaking from exhaustion. He sat back down, scribbling in his notebook for a while. When he left, I noticed he'd left a $20 bill on the counter for a $3 coffee. I ran out to tell him he'd overpaid, but he just turned around, smiled, and said, "Keep it. Looks like you're working hard." Then he walked off down the street, calm and quiet like he hadn't just made my entire week. When I closed the shop that night, I found an envelope taped to the tip jar. Inside was $1,000 in cash and a note that said, "For your sister. Don't give up on her dreams." I thought it had to be a prank, but the handwriting was the same as the note had been writing in earlier. I used that money to pay for my sister's tuition deposit that semester. A few months later, she graduated and got a job that changed our lives. I never saw him again, but every time I make coffee, I think about that morning, how a stranger who owed me nothing gave me hope when I had none.